introvert, shy, quiet, and jump are the common words that people use to describe their first impression about me. I know that with this perception in mind, many of you here are skeptical about my ability to lead and manage such a big organization like BSA. But this is the reason why I'm here today, to prove to all of you that I have all it takes: passion, dedication, and experience to become the next president of BSA. So for those who have not known about me, my name is Quynh. I'm a freshman, and I'm currently majoring in marketing and business analytics. I am also the current event coordinator of this year's event. So why did I decide to run for president? The highest, but at the same time, most challenging position. For my part, I consider this as a great opportunity for me to step out of my comfort zone and develop my leadership skills. However, what really motivates me to continue being an e-board member with even a higher position is because of what BSA has brought to me. All the wonderful experiences, TED, culture show, Love Run Volunteer, all the amazing friends and mentors who have continued to be my greatest support as both a member and an e-board member. My first year at Trexel would have never been the same without BSA. I had a lot of fun and made a lot of memories. So this is the reason why I want to be the president, so that everyone, from our current members and freshmen to from our current members and our alumni to incoming freshmen and transfer, to be able to share the same experience as I did. So what makes me qualified to become the president of BSA? In terms of experience, I have held a lot of leadership positions throughout my high school years. So for example, I was the treasurer of my high school AS ambassadors. I was also the deputy head of administration and host various MUN conferences in Saigon. And most recently, I was also the facility chair of Culture Show. Among these positions, being an event coordinator of this year's e-board is just the most valuable experience to me. It was a challenging task, but at the same time, full of joy and fulfillment. I still remember when I first joined e-board, I was completely clueless. I didn't know how to submit an event form, didn't know how to reserve locations for our events, didn't know how to proceed with buying all the materials for our events. However, I was always willing to learn and try. I never hesitated to ask for advice and reach out for help from our mentors, Anh Nhật Anh, chị Nhi, and our fellow e-board members, Anh Chak, chị Phương, chị Tracy, chị Thi, and also Phương Nhi. And this is thanks to all the communication, hard work, and determination. I, from a person who had completely no idea what an event timeline is, was able to organize TED, one of BSA credits event with more than 100 participants. But yeah, that's enough about me. Now we'll move on to talk about what can I bring to BSA next year as the president. From my observation and experience, I see that BSA events tend to fall into three categories: cultural, internal, and professional. And for each of these areas, I will briefly reflect on how we did this year and what can we do to make changes and improve next year. So first, for cultural events, as all of you know, we have TED, culture show, and smaller fundraising events like BSA Kitchen. And in general, I think that we did a very great job for our cultural events because, for example, like TED and culture show, we were able to reach out to different groups of members within BSA, current students and also alumni. And we're also able to invite other organizations from both within and outside Trexel to come and join our events. So as for the cultural aspect, what I will essentially do for next year is to improve the quality, continue to reach out and maintain relationships with all of these organizations so that they can continue to support us in the future. And for internal events, this year we have game night, Uhamba soccer night, and TBM. And even though there are a variety of these events, I think that there are still quite few of them, which may be due to the financial constraint of this year. Therefore, my plan for next year is that my plan for next year is not only to try increasing the quantity, but also improve and diversify our events to reach out to less active members. So for example, when I talk to a current member like Jin, I learned that many of our VSA members would like to participate in events like community service, like volunteer, or fundraising events for like donation to organizations in Vietnam, for charity in Vietnam. So essentially like events for a good cause, but we didn't have a chance to include these type of events this year. So with this in mind, if I get elected to be the president, I will make sure to incorporate these type of events into our plan for next year. Lastly, and most importantly, what I really want to focus on developing for VSA next year is professional events. So from what I see, Co-op Stories has been a very successful event this year, as everyone, including myself, was able to learn a lot of practical knowledge and skills, and also experiences from our alumni and upperclassmen. However, I would also like to organize smaller and more personal workshops like resume writing, review, and like mock interview workshops where we can invite our upperclassmen and alumni from a wide range of majors and ask them to help give our freshmen advice and tips on how to prepare for co-op and for future careers. And I think with like smaller workshops like these, members can have a more individualized experience and make it easier to form like a close relationships and strengthen the bonds between VSA members. Even though Co-op Stories are very informative events, I feel like it is still more intended towards freshmen and sophomores. Therefore, our e-board this year has planned to extend these types of events to our upperclassmen, especially to our seniors, who will soon have to seek for full-time employment after graduation. So our plan is to create a career fair exclusively for international students, which is a great opportunity for us not only to work with Trexel offices like the Office of Provost, Stanbright, but also to collaborate with other organizations like ASCEN, KSI, SASC, to invite like company representatives who have experience working with international students before to create networking event for our seniors. And overall, as all other candidates have mentioned, in order to expand and improve VSA, our organization as a whole and myself have to work really hard on our external outreach for next year. So as for myself, I will try to actively participate in Trexel organized events and also events from our other student organizations to establish good connections with them and also encourage our members to do so. So, at the end of the day, VSA is just not about me. It's about all of us. It is not me, but we, as a VSA family, who will together make VSA another year full of incredible experiences. So, vote for me as our president. Thank you so much for listening.